Hello, it's Mr. Thompson here, and I'm going to talk you through today how to order decimals. This is grade F at GCSE or level 4 at Key Stage 3. Okay, so it hasn't come out overly clearly here, but we can still see it well enough to give it a go. So you will get a question such as this one that says, arrange these decimals in order from smallest to the largest. And you're given, in this example, I've given you 5 decimals that you need to order. Now the first thing that you need to do is you're going to need to use one of these to identify the place value. If you don't have one of these, it doesn't have to be quite as complicated and colourful as this one, but you can draw yourself one. Now the first thing we're going to do is one at a time. We're going to put these numbers into this table. So we've got our decimal points lined up here and our decimal point here. So in this for this one here we have 0 units, 0 tenths and 1/100th. So if I just pop this one into here, we've got 0 units, 0 tenths and 100. I'm going to do the same now for this one here, 0.08. So I've got 0 units, I've got 0 tenths and I've got 8 hundredths. Okay, just going to do this for all of them. So 0 tenths, 0 units, 0 tenths, 1/100th and 8 thousandths. What other colours have I got? Let's try turquoise for this one here. So 0.081, we're going to put that one in here. 0 units, 0 tenths, 8 hundredths and 1/1000th. And then finally, let's do purple for this one here. 0 units, 0 tenths, 0 hundredths, and 8 1/1000ths. And once you've done that, the next step is just to simply look at all the numbers that you've put into this table. And we're going to start with the ones, or as I've been referring to them as the units. We're going to go down until we see that look for any numbers that are the same. And in this case, all of the zeros are the same. So there is no way to tell at the minute which one is higher and which one is lower. Remember, we're looking to go from smallest to largest. So because all the units or ones are the same, I'm now going to move over to the tenths column. So this one's 0, this number here has 0 tenths, this number here has 0 tenths, and so on. So all of these once again are 0. So if they are all the same, it doesn't matter what digit it is, we just move on to the next column. Now, in this column here, you will see that this is the hundredths column. So we are now looking for the lowest number in the hundredths column. So looking down, we can see that the lowest number is 0, and that there are no other zeros in the hundredths column. That means if there are no others, that's the only one, that means this number here is our smallest number. So I'm just going to write this number out again over here, 0.008. Okay, now we've dealt with that one, I'm going to cross that number out. The next thing I'm going to do is, okay, so that was on the hundredths column. You'll notice now we're going to look at all the other numbers in the hundredths column, because this is where the last place we got up to. We're now looking for the next highest number. So we've dealt with our 0, now let's look at our ones. Now you'll notice here we have 2 ones, so we need to decide which one is lowest. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look across to the next row. So I'm in the hundredths column at the minute, I'm now going to look across to the next row for these 2 numbers here. Just the ones. So we're going to look across the next row. Now there is nothing in there. Now that means, if you think about it, that means that we actually have 0 thousandths. Okay, and in this number here, 0.018, we have 1/100th. Then we look across to the next row, which is the thousandths, and you can see this one here has an 8. So we're now looking out of these 2 for the one with the lowest number. We've dealt with these are the same, so remember I said we move over to the next column. So this one here has the fewest number of thousandths, so this is our next number, 0.010. Note, when I write them, I always line up my decimal places, my units, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and so on. Okay, so we've dealt with the 0.010. The next highest number is our 0.018, because the 8 is higher than this 0 here. So in yellow, I'm going to write 0.018. Okay, so we've dealt with that one now. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our hundredths column. You can see we have two 8s here, one in dark blue and one in a kind of turquoise here. So again, because they are the same, I'm going to need to look to the next column to decide whether or not which one's smallest and which one's largest. So looking at this one here, if I look across here, you can see I actually have 0 thousandths. There are no thousandths in there, so I can just put 0 in there. So now we're looking, because these two are the same, we're looking at the next row. This one has 0 thousandths, and this one has 1 thousandth. So in actual fact, the smallest number is this one here, 0.080. Again, it's really important, lining up the decimal places. So we've dealt with that one now. And then finally, by process of elimination, we can use our turquoise to fill in this number here, 0.081. Now we've arranged these numbers from smallest all the way through to largest. Okay, I hope that's been useful. If you need help with any other areas of maths, please have a look at the YouTube channel to see if you can get any help there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.